god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Oh boy, so I just learned how to make the easiest Calamity lock of all time. Super Heavy Samurai is the easiest deck to use for Calamity lock. You guys may have seen my Dino Calamity lock video yesterday, and that's a really good deck for dinos. This is a really good deck for Master Duel. This is crazy. Okay, first off, this deck makes this way too easily. It's so easy to make 2 level 12 synchros, it's actually stupid. So obviously you guys already know that you're spamming a bunch of bodies in Super Heavy Samurai, you know. You guys are probably familiar with these cards by now with how popular they are in the game. But yeah, you know, Motorbike has that effect of upping its level by 2. So you can just, you can use Elf after you've done your Clee4 Genius to bring back Motorbike, make him a level 4 monster, and then suddenly you just need him and 2 other level 4s to make your Crimson Dragon. Then what do? Well, it's not really complicated, because Prodigy Wakaushi, at the end of your combo, when you've done everything else, when you've set up other negates and shit, can just go, oh, I'll just summon a Benkei from my deck, just go straight into the fucking Samurai Brave, and there you go, you got 2 level 12 synchros on the field. Next turn you go Crimson Dragon effect, target the big Samurai Brave, Masurawo, sorry, I fucked up his name, and you got the Calamity. So yeah, it's really easy, like more easy than I expected, honestly. The one thing is, it's easy to mess up as well, because it's Super Heavy Samurai. What happens if you mess up is you might end up getting 1 negate plus this, instead of getting 2 negates plus this. It's still super crazy, honestly. Even if you have like Baron de Fleur plus this, plus Elf protecting them, it's still like your opponent still has to have like 3 negates to get through that. And then if you can get 2, which would be like Regulus plus Baron plus these 2, then you're chilling, bro. You're chilling, dude. Like, come on. They need 4 negates to be able to play through your shit. Or a droplet. Let's be fair here, droplet could do it too. I mean, what I'm gonna do for this one, because you guys are probably familiar with Super Heavy Samurai already for like the basic stuff, and if you're not, well, you can just watch my original deck profile if you just want to learn the basics of the cards. I'm not gonna go too in depth about like specific cards. I'm just gonna be showing you the combo, and I want to give a huge shout out to High Niner or Hyper in my Discord. He hooked me up with a list. My list is a little bit different. It's pretty questionable. I removed Nibiru and I replaced it with Big Benkei. And this card is useless, so we're going to be putting back Nib. Yeah, I was just testing. I thought, hey, maybe sometimes having the special effect of the Monk in hand, you know, it's a level 8 that can special summon himself by sending Big Benkei. It did not come up. It was not good. I was just trying shit. This list is pretty much a copy of High Niner's list, so huge shout out to him. And before we get into the combo so I can show you how to do it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by my birthday on March 6th. So if you guys want to help me achieve that goal, hit that sub button. Really appreciate it. Let's get into it. All right, so here we go. The hand is a little bit weird, but it should be fine. So basically your game plan with this one for your combo, you definitely want a Motorbike in the grave, not only for the Axle in your combo, but you also want to have it in grave for your Elf, because you're going to be using Motorbike's effect to make it level 4 to make your Crimson Dragon. And then also you want a Wakaushi on the field at the end of your combo, because you're going to use Wakaushi effect as your last like piece of your combo to summon a Big Benkei from your deck so that you can go into Masurawo as your last move. Basically, you definitely need to be able to do that. So what we're going to start off with here, we're going to go for super heavy Samurai Bike. And with Bike, I think we could just go for a Soul Piercer here. That's pretty safe to get in rotation. We can normal the Soul Piercer. Won't have to search Soul Peacemaker because we already have it. So we're going to go into Link 1 here. And I think a good add is going to be Wakaushi for this one. So let's go grab our Wakaushi. Here he is. And we can scale up the Wakaushi and get our Big Benkei on the field in the scales. There we go. Special Wakaushi here. Epic. Use the Big Benkei search, and we're gonna add another Soul Piercer. Yeah, we can go Scarecrow. Since we have 2 of Soul Peacemaker, we might as well discard 1, because you can only activate 1 anyway. And we're gonna bring back our Soul Piercer. Epic. Yeah, this hand is kind of crazy. Then with these 2, you can already go into Baron. You know, you might want to do that as early as possible. You could also actually, you're probably smart to just equip this right now. Equip this right now, just so you know you can use both of them. So we're gonna go into Axel Synchro Stardust. There we go. And we're just gonna make Baron pretty early here. I mean, obviously, we're still playing into Nib, but then we would have more gas after, you know, so it's whatever. So here we go. Go Axel. Go for the Soul Piercer. And the other Soul Piercer. And you finish the chain block with the least respondable card, the Wakaushi. That way they can't Ash Soul Piercers. They could still, like, imperm the Stardust, but, you know, can't play around everything. So here goes Wakaushi, then Soul Piercer Search. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a Stealthy. And we're going to go Soul Peacemaker. We definitely want to grab a Wakaushi for when we Pendulum Summon. You want to get a Wakaushi on the field at that point. Perfect. So we get our bike back. Get our bike back. These two, you go into Baron ASAP. Baron time ASAP. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So, like I said, we didn't have to search for this, so we can actually just go Soul Peacemaker here and equip it. We can go Soul Peacemaker effect. And I think I'm going to go for Scales at this point. So Scales effect. Grab the Soul Peacemaker. We just want to make a Genius here. So use these two. We'll make a Cleave 4 Genius. There we go. And we're probably just going to want to grab another level 4 that we can Pendulum Summon to make it easier for us. So here we can go for Soul Piercer effect and search. I'm just going to go for another level 4. Like I said, we're going to go for a wagon at this point. So at this point, you do want to go into your Pendulum Summon. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3. We're going to use all 3 of these. So here we go. Here's the wagon in defense. Use the Soul Gaia booster and the Wakaushi. And now we can go for Cleave 4 Genius effect. We don't want to use this card. Actually, it might have been smarter to summon this in attack position so that I could chain block Cleave 4 Genius with his change to defense. So that was kind of a misplay, I would say. So at this point, you do want to grab the Regulus. Pretty important stuff. And yeah, here you can go into Stealthy. So special the Stealthy. You use Stealthy and Genius to make Elf. Use these two to make Elf. Pretty important. There we go. So we have 2 level 4s on the field. We use Elf effect to bring back the bike. Yep. Here's the bike. Use bike effect to make it level 4. And there's our Crimson Dragon. 1, 2, 3. Ba-boom. Very nice. Now we can go for Regulus. Grab our Soul Piercer in the grave as an equip. And we can summon Regulus. Very nice. Very nice. And we can go... I don't know why I put Crimson Dragon in attack. I mean, it doesn't change anything, but there's no reason to. And now, with all this done, we can go... Actually, before we do that, we could go Baron effect to pop the Soul Piercer. Soul Piercer might want to bait Ash here so that they don't Ash Wakaushi, actually. And yeah, it doesn't really matter what you add. I like adding a bike because it can search anything I might need the turn after. We have Maxi in hand anyway. Here, we'll go for the Wakaushi effect, and we got to discard a monster. So... yeah, technically, if my hand was empty, I would have had to do that anyway to get a discard for him. So we'll discard bike. I mean, let's be real here. Maxi's a bit better, right, for my opponent's turn. And you do want to summon the Big Benkei here. Big old level 8. Use these two. Make the Benkei. So we are dueling against the bot, but I will show you their turn in this case just because, you know, we want to be able to Calamity lock our opponent in this video. So at this point, we have basically what we need for the Calamity lock. 2 Omni Negates. Our dudes are untargetable. So really what they would need is like either Droplet, Droplet plus Book of... No, they would need like Droplet plus Book of Eclipse. Because if they go Droplet, they have to like get rid of like almost all their cards to be able to do anything. So yeah, this is not looking too good for them. At this point, I'll just pass here. And yeah, I mean... I really don't see, like, there's not a lot of plays through this stuff. As soon as they draw, I'm just going to go Crimson Dragon. I'm going to shotgun it, just because you do want Crimson Dragon to be Chain Link 1 if you want a Calamity lock. And I don't really have space in my extra to run another level 12 Synchro. You could definitely run Blazar if you wanted to, but you'd have to remove some stuff in here. And I don't know, it's a pretty tight extra deck. So here's Red Hot, Calamity, Archfiend, King, Dude, Red card. Activate. They can't even respond, by the way, to the activation of a Calamity, if you guys didn't know that. And there we go. They can't use cards on the field. We're playing against Megalith, so that doesn't mean they can't do anything. I don't even know what that does, but here, I'll just go max C. We'll just keep it simple. I don't know if you guys actually want to watch me beat a Megalith bot. Hopefully they don't have a lot that they can do. Their effects almost all activate from hand, you know, so this is a good showcase of like how Calamity doesn't like just single-handedly win games. It just almost single-handedly wins games, because then they get a card on the field and suddenly they can't do anything anymore, you know. There's a lot of cards that work pretty well under Calamity, like Bestials, although then they like struggle to actually beat through your stuff, but you know, they can definitely summon some Bestials, and if they can get a big body on the field, possibly do something. You know, it's iffy. It's iffy, but it's not completely locked down, you know. Either way, at this point, I don't think I need to show you much else, but just to be funny, hey, we can make Zeus. We can hard summon Zeus with our 212s, you know. Not that you'd want to do that, but hey, it's pretty epic. But yeah, that was a showcase. Now, onto the deck list. So, if you guys wanted the card by card, yet again, just want to give a shout out to High9er/Hyper from my Discord. Really appreciate the list and the help. So yeah, here we go. We've got our driver, our DD Crow, 3 copies of Droll Lock, 1 copy of Soul Horns when you're going second for the Super Heavy Samurai Brave Masurawo. We've got 2 copies of Soul Peacemaker, 1 copy of Stealthy, triple Maxi, double Gamma, triple Motorbike, 1 copy of Ogre, triple Ash, double Bell, 2 copies of Scales, triple Soul Piercer, 3 copies of Wagon, 1 copy of Soul Gaia Booster, got the Regulus, got the Jizukiru, got the Nibiru, triple Prodigy Wakaushi, double Monk Big Benkei in the extra. We got Savage, we got Axel, Baron, got the Calamity, gotta have the Brave Masurawo, gotta have that Crimson Dragon, Baguska, the Springen's Merrymaker, Springen's Gigantic Champion Sargus, or is it Gigantic, whatever. 1 copy of Zeus, 2 copies of Scarecrow, 1 copy of Genius, got the Elf, and I don't have the Alt-Art Appaloosa. High9er does. Jelly. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys wanted to find a new toxic way to play this deck, as you guys know, not a fan of doing the Fossil Dyna stuff, but I do think debatably Fossil Dyna, like that build with the Raw 10 and Fossil Dyna, might actually be more oppressive. I'm not 100% sure. For some reason, there's this weird thing in my brain where I see Calamity and I'm like, yeah, I want to summon this. This is okay. And I see Fossil Dyna and like I want to puke. So I can't really play those lists. But yeah, this is definitely still a very, very good build. So I don't think like going for Crimson Dragon and this is bad per se. I think it's still like super insane. Obviously, like as you guys saw, opponent would have needed at least like 4 negates to be able to do anything there that would have actually mattered. Either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is going to be a bit of a shorter one, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I kind of figured like, because you already probably know a lot about Super Heavy Samurai, I don't know if it's really worth making a whole 30-minute video just kind of showcasing everything about the deck. So I thought maybe a bit of a shorter video, literally just showing the deck, talking about it, giving you a tutorial for the main combo that you want to learn, giving you a couple of tips along the way. I thought that might be enough. So if you guys like this slightly shorter format for deck profiles, I might try to do this a bit more for like decks that you already probably know and you just want to learn about the new shit. So trying something new here. Let me know if you like it or if you prefer the more long form ones. And with that being said, have a good one.